Sleep by Amanda Davis. I bought my bed from a dead girl. She was alive when I bought it, but inside ticking like a bomb. She must have known she had only a little life left, must have felt small parts of her leaking away. That's why she sold the bed for such a small price. At the time I thought it was desperation, but now I think it was a gamble. Cast off the grand, comfortable things of life faster than your body casts off its future, and maybe you'll win more time. She was selling all her things, piece by piece, flinging each piece of earthliness into the arms of someone else. The price for the bed was insultingly low, cheaper than when she'd first mentioned it, months before. But she called me on a September Monday and said, "If you want it, it's yours." "I want to travel," she told me over the phone. "I'm leaving New York. There are places I've never been, and I'm off to check them out." So I brought my superintendent with me through the Navy Yard and into the quiet streets of the Manhattan Bridge in my rumbly, battered red van. Andrew wanted to marry me, had offered me $3,000 to make him an American, but I couldn't stomach his bar fighting, his fetid mustache, his habit of extreme inebriation. I was interested only in his ability to fix things, and his brute strength. We found her loft. She was waiting outside on the steps, sun on her face. We said hello. I did not know her well. She was thinner than I remembered, and shy, but her expression was kind. Andrew and I climbed the stairs to an enormous empty space. She showed us where to go and watched us wrestle her mattress and box spring to the street. They refused to fit inside my van, but she was undeterred, unshaken. She smiled. "I have something," she said, and bounded back up the stairs. See, this is the way with misremembering. How could she bound when a few months later she was dead, her diseased body stiffened to stone from the inside out? On that particular day she must have been crumbling slowly, her body beginning its betrayal. How could she leap? She must have creaked up the stairs, every effort to conceal her woodenness lost on us, two wrestlers of a mattress laughing in the fine light of day. Had I known her body was hardening, I might remember more, but how would we have helped her? I don't remember how much time passed before she returned. 5 minutes, or 1, or 10. I rummaged through my van and giggled with Andrew at the impractical things we found there. Old bags, a stray shoe, shards of glass, a trumpet. Products of my messiness and whimsy, but nothing to restrain a mattress, a box spring. And then she reappeared. "Here," she said, slightly out of breath. We took the packing tape she offered and began to wrap, binding her bed to my van. She stood in front of her building for a moment while I thanked her. I remember she seemed frail, tiny, a timid adventurer preparing for travels, an exhausted 22-year-old preparing to move, to go exploring. In the glaring late afternoon sun, she waved goodbye, then turned, the last time I saw her, and slowly started up the stairs. And I remember her shoulder blades beating sharply beneath her shirt. We departed then, each with a hand out the window, holding her bed to my roof, convinced our firm touch could persuade it to stay. She died 2 months later, suddenly. Not so suddenly. Her disease had been with her a long time, but to those of us not close enough to know it, her departure was an unexpected subtraction, a disappearance, not a slipping away. I still think of her when I change the sheets. For a while I lay awake at night, in the hollow, her body left. For a time I wondered if her dreams had survived, seeped into the fibers, leaking into mine.